Good morning, I'm Nashika, and this is chale.news for Friday, May 30th. Parliament passed the anti-LGBTQ plus bill again last night, and the floor drama was something else. Trotro fares are going up Tuesday, 20%, and a farmer has been missing for 48 hours after a canoe capsized in central region. Let's get into it. Parliament passed the anti-LGBTQ plus bill again on Thursday, but this time the session itself became the story. Majority Leader Mahama Ayariga called Minority Leader Afenyo-Markin a spoilt child right there on the chamber floor. The bill now sits on President Mahama's desk awaiting his signature. Full breakdown on chale.news. And within hours of that vote, Ghana's top Catholic bishop had a message for Western donors. Take your aid back if LGBTQ plus conditions come attached. Most Reverend Matthew Kwasi Gyamfi didn't mince words. We can survive. The church's position couldn't be clearer. Mark your calendars. Tuesday, June 2nd, Trotro fares go up 20%. Shared taxis and intercity buses too. The GPRTU says fuel and spare parts costs left them no choice. One of the steepest single hikes in years. If you commute, you'll feel this immediately. The MoMo fee battle isn't over. The Minority Caucus is pushing for a permanent legislative ban on that 0.75% wallet-to-bank transfer charge, warning that the Bank of Ghana's suspension can be reversed at any time. Afenyo-Markin also wants the AG and Finance Minister to explain how the fee was introduced without parliamentary approval. Constitutional questions are now on the table. First time in history that all 6 Bank of Ghana MPC members voted unanimously to hold the policy rate at 14%. But here's the concern. They're warning inflation could breach 10% by December if Middle East tensions persist. Utility bills, transport costs, import prices, all flagged as risks. Good news on rates, nervous news on what's coming. The Ghana Revenue Authority wants 310 billion Ghanaian cedis in tax revenue by 2028. That's a 70% jump from last year's 182 billion Ghanaian cedis. An interim target of 225 billion Ghanaian cedis is already set for 2026. Ambitious. And the question for businesses and taxpayers is how they plan to get there. On Ebola preparedness, the health minister has drawn a hard line. No hand-washing station, no gathering, funerals, concerts, any mass event. The directive dropped Thursday after inspections at 3 facilities. Ghana is pushing prevention beyond the airports now. Finance Minister Otto Forson says Ghana will add 3,000 megawatts to the national grid by 2030. Transformative if true. But no funding plan, no project list, and Ghana has announced targets like this before. Full analysis on chale.news. Rice is about to overtake maize as Ghana's most consumed cereal. And we're still importing hundreds of millions of dollars worth of it every year. Analysts say the problem isn't how much we grow. It's a broken value chain that can't deliver what Ghanaian consumers actually want. That's a food security problem with a price tag. 230 million Ghanaian cedis has been allocated for school furniture through GET Fund. Meanwhile, Ghana still has a 50,000 teacher deficit and classrooms running double shifts. The education minister told Parliament the shift system was never official policy, but tell that to the kids going to school in the afternoon. In Central Region, a 49-year-old farmer named Isaac Buckman has been missing for nearly 48 hours after his dugout canoe overturned on the swollen River Bobie Fum in Assin North. Police, divers, and fetish priests are all searching. This is the 3rd drowning incident on this same river in 2026 alone. Something needs to change there. Good news for the Black Queens, BetPawa is offering 20,000 Ghanaian cedis for every WAFCON 2026 win. First publicly performance-linked deal for Ghana's women's team. The squad heads to Tanzania for warm-up matches soon. Back them. A forthcoming CSIR study has a number that should stop you cold. Burning just 1 kilogram of crop residue produces smoke more than 100 times above WHO safety limits. It's common practice across Ghana. Farmers say they have no affordable alternative. Respiratory illness, degraded soil, climate impact, this one's bigger than it looks. Ghanaian animator Jesse Sunkwa-Mills made an award-winning film about Ya Asantewa, and now he's building AfriTales Plus, a streaming platform so African stories don't need Hollywood's permission to reach the world. Production, training, distribution, all under one roof. That's the vision. VOWAC Ghana is setting up permanent period kit banks at special schools for girls with disabilities, starting at the Volta School for the Deaf and Blind in Ho. These girls have long been left out of menstrual health efforts. Not anymore. That's your Friday morning with chale.news. Every story we covered today has more depth waiting for you at chale.news. Stay informed, Chale, and have a good one.